Hey guys, this is Sarah. In today's topic, we're going to talk about what is instant gratification, how damaging it could be, and how to avoid it. Okay, what is instant gratification? It's a kind of temptation or an urge to fulfill your need at the very same moment. Though this was common in every period of our humankind, today we consider this as a kind of issue. And why? You know why. With the advancement and the technology we have right now, we have quick access for anything and everything which we didn't have then. You could have heard your grandparents talking about how hard it was for them to get access to, certain things like television or telephone or even a good clothing, which we consider it as a basic necessity right now. So it took months for them to get things in their hand. Within that time, the level of temptation might go down, and they had time to say no for the same thing which they thought it would be very important for them. So what's the issue now? Getting everything instantly makes you feel less patient, and eventually you will lose control of yourself, which means you're losing your self-control. As you know, self-control is very important in every aspects of our life. We need to consider this as a potential risk. So what is a potential risk and how it could damage your life? The first thing is financial risk. If you constantly think about your short-term rewards, you may end up having a financial crisis. Best example is today everyone is familiar with the credit card, which is okay to use when you have control over it. If not, every single time you swipe your credit card on unnecessary things, you are moving far away from your long-term goals with your finance. And another one example is you had a plan of buying a house on some XYZ date, but you are lagging because you already have enough EMIs with your credit cards. I think now you can relate what I'm talking about. And the next thing is health risk. Just because you have instant access to all the food you like, you cannot eat everything as if you're never going to see it again. Though you know the consequences of overeating or adding so much of junk food to your diet, you never stop it because you already lost yourself to something called temptation. Okay, do you realize eating the whole pack of junk food is not going to keep you in shape? And if you think that's not a problem, then you're not thinking straight. The next one is habitual risk. Snoozing your alarm for an extra 10 minutes may be heavenly for that 10 minutes, sadly not for the next whole day, because your manager is likely to see you late for office. Postponing your homework to play the video game is very pleasurizing, but you may have hard time explaining your teacher for not doing it. Do you think binge watching your favorite web series during your exam gonna make you topper? No, I don't think so. Now you could have understood the potential risk of instant gratification. Now let's see how to get out of this. Think about negative consequences of your temptation. Example, buying a car with a high interest loan gonna eat you alive. That might delay your long-term financial goal. You are binge eating extra calories? Sorry, you may not fit in your best looking dress for the upcoming date. Next thing is distract yourself. The moment you feel like swiping your credit card, just walk away from the place wherever you are. Think about any important thing that you haven't closed for a long time, or just call a friend, or just think about your last mistake that you regret a lot. Next thing is your self-control. What it lies in our power to do, it lies in our power not to do. Aristotle. This is one best quote on self-control. Though you have the power to do it, still you didn't because you have the ability to make the decision not to do it, which is self-control. Don't justify your temptations. That is, don't give lame excuses for useless things. Do you have any excuse for binge watching Netflix for the whole weekend? Keep yourself accountable for your action. If you're facing any consequences for the wrong action you did, then you are accountable for it. Blame yourself and learn to take responsibility for your action. Focus on your long-term goals. Think and visualize your long-term goals rather than concentrating on your short-term rewards. If you're planning to have your own business within some XYZ years, instead of planning for a party every weekend, better plan for a business conference on entrepreneurship. Maybe that would add some value to your goals. Final thoughts. Prioritize your needs. That will help your life to be in track. Okay guys, that's it for today. Thanks for watching my video.